At number one, real quick, if you don't know them already, you need to write this little chart down on your paper. Okay, so we got plus plus. What's another option? Plus minus, minus plus, minus minus. Okay, those are your 4 sign options. Okay, and they go in a group like this. You can either choose plus plus, or like group 2 if you want to say plus minus, minus plus, or minus minus. And that is where the majority of you got wrong. Okay, your numbers were right, everything was right except for the signs. Okay, so if we look at number 1, our first step is to do what? Draw the parentheses. Okay, so we got 2 parentheses, and what can we fill in? The x's. Okay, so it says x squared, so we got x and x. We need to make a list of what number? Face, put that up. 6. Okay, what's the first one always going to be? 1 and 6. Okay, does 2 go into 6? 2 and what? 2 and 3. Okay, and then you would check 3. Well, 3 is already on our list, so we know that we've gotten every option possible. Okay, of these groups, we need something to add or subtract to give us what? A 5. Huh? You can pick any. Okay, a 1 and a 6 could give us a 5, or a 2 and a 3 could also give us a 5. Okay, what do you want to do? We do 2 and 3. Okay, and I need a negative 5. So how can I make that happen? Minus minus. Do we stop or keep going? Why do we keep going? It's equals 0, so we have to take that second step. If there's no equals 0, then we stop right here. Okay, so our answer is actually going to be x equals what? 2 and 3. Okay, let's look at 3. We're going to draw our 2 parentheses. And we can put what? A and A. And we're going to find our list of 6. And we got it up here, so I'm just going to copy it down. 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Okay, of those groups, I need something to give me a what number? A 1. Okay, so how can I get a 1? Which group should I pick? 2 and 3. 2 and 3 could give us a 1. And I need a negative 1. Plus minus. Okay, if you're trying to check it on a calculator, which would be my suggestion based on your guys' scores from yesterday, not hating. Okay, here's what you need to do. Okay, you would say, see how the 2's first, we put it in the first spot, and the 3's in the second spot, so to speak? You would say on your calculator, plus 2 plus 3. Well, that is not going to give you a negative 1. Okay, it's going to give you a 5. You would say plus 2 minus 3. And what would you get? Negative 1. Okay, if that wasn't the right one, you would say minus 2 plus 3. Okay, or minus 2 minus 3. Okay, and because you're working with negatives, I cannot emphasize enough to just double check it on the calculator. Okay, do we stop or keep going? We keep going, and what should they be? Not 2. Negative 2, comma 3. Okay, look at 5. I'm going to draw my 2 parentheses, and I'm going to say x and x. Make a list of what number? 4. But if you had to assign a letter to that, what letter was it? Yesterday I wrote the equation out at the top. What letter was it? Okay, so we wrote this equation out. ax squared plus bx plus c, right? We always find what letter? C, okay? And then they add up to be b, that middle one. Okay, so it's really this 4 that we're talking about. Okay, and what's your first one gonna be? 1 and 4, and 2 and 2. Okay, of those, what's gonna work? 2 and 2. Why would 1 and 4 never work? If we add it, it's gonna be 5, and if we would subtract it, you're gonna get 3. So, Faith, put that up, or I'm gonna take it. So, we're adding, not multiplying, okay? So don't do 1 and 4. Okay, so we got 2 and 2, and I need a positive 4. How can I make that happen? Plus, plus. And do we stop or keep going? We keep going. So we're gonna get x equals -2. Now, you can leave it as -2, or you can take comma -2. Typically in math, you don't write a repeat when it's a solution, okay? Because they're the same solution, there's only really one. However, if it makes you feel warm and fuzzy, you can write the other -2. Okay, 7, draw your parentheses. We got x and x. And we're gonna find 2. Well, there's only one option, 1 and 2. Does it matter where I put the 1 and 2? No. Okay, the signs are what matter. That's why I always do it last. Okay, so if you want to put 2 and then 1, that's okay. And I know some of you guys probably put 1 then 2. Leave it on your paper the way it is. Okay. So what kind of 2 and what kind of 1 would I need in order for it to be a positive 1? What's minus? What's plus?
-2, -1 plus 2.
A -1 and a positive 2. So if you wrote yours like this, which the majority of you probably did, x minus 1, x plus 2, that's okay. These are the same thing. But see how I moved the sign with the 1? Okay? The correct sign is going to be with the correct number. And do we stop or keep going? We stop. Why? There's no equals 0. Okay? So this is going to be your answer. Either one of these are totally fine and acceptable. Just saying. Okay, I'll start down on that. Thanks. 9. We're gonna draw our 2 parentheses. And our number is gonna be what? 1. And there's only one factor of 1, and it's 1 and 1. How can I get a -2 with that? Negative, negative. Okay? And our answer is going to be what? R equals 1 or 1 comma 1. Okay, flip it to the back. We got P and P. And my number is 2, so I got 1 and 2. And we can fill those in. I need a what? Not what? I need a -1. Okay, I need it to add or subtract to give me a -1. So what? How can I make that happen? A plus minus. Good. Do we stop or keep going? We stop. Okay, once you get the hang of it, the problems go pretty fast. Okay? 13, you're going to draw your 2 parentheses and put in the x and x. Okay, well, our only options for 1 are 1 and 1. How can I get a -2? Negative, negative. Okay, and so my answer is going to be x equals 1 or 1 comma 1. We got n and n, and my number is a 2. So we got, I'm gonna put a 1 there. Okay, how can I get a plus 3? Plus plus? Stop or keep going? Keep going. You're gonna get n equals -1, -2. Gosh dang it. Okay, 17. We got A and A, and my number is a 6. So I got 1 and 6, 2 and 3. I need a 5, so which group am I gonna pick? 2 and 3, or I could do what? 1 and 6, okay? It does not matter. And we could say plus plus. If I did the 1 and 6, what would my signs have to be? Well, depending on what letter, what numbers, but what would the 6 need to be? A plus, and then the 1 would be need to be a minus. Okay, last one. We got 2 parentheses, and I got X and X. Okay, 8. What's my first one gonna be? 1 and 8. Does 2 go in?
Yes.
2 and what? 2 and 4. Does 3 go in? No. And then we check 4, and 4 is on our list, so we've covered everything. I need something to give me a 6. 2 and 4. And what kind of signs? Plus plus. Do we stop or keep going? We stop. Okay, you guys got 10 of them to do on your own. Get them done and then put it in the box back there.